This video is the second in a series about finding your new home after age 50. In the first video, we asked the question, how long am I going to live here? In this video, we'll ask a related question, should I move or not? As noted in the first video, there could be a number of triggers for moving after age 50. Let's break these down into two categories, health-related versus not health-related. First, let's talk about health. A health situation could urgently drive the question of where to live into immediate focus. Moving might be the furthest thing from your mind today, but suppose you were to have a fall that leads to permanent lack of mobility. In that case, you may need to quickly move to more supportive surroundings. If you find yourself in this situation, the first step is to thoroughly assess your condition and the implications for your living situation. Consulting with medical professionals and family is crucial in this assessment. The result should be a living plan that provides the best support for your healthcare needs. The elements of the plan need to consider two questions. What level of support is needed? If your healthcare needs are modest, a more independent lifestyle could be the best fit. For example, if you simply need to make frequent doctor visits but are otherwise capable, you may not need to change your living situation. On the other hand, if a stroke has decreased your mobility, a home with handicap accessibility may now be required. Second question, should I move to a new location? Again, this depends on your particular healthcare situation. It also depends on the location of caregivers. Even with modest medical conditions, you may have a greater peace of mind by moving closer to family or other caregivers. Another reason to move might be living in another climate that is easier on your health. For example, moving to a warmer climate in the winter allows for more outdoor activities, which reduce infection risks and increased exercise options. So what are your options to support health? If health is the main driver for deciding whether you stay in your home or move, there are a variety of options to know about when dealing with health issues. Independent living, home health care, adult daycare, assisted living, skilled nursing care, and memory care. These options are covered in more detail in a later video. So what if you're healthy now? If you're lucky enough to enjoy good health, you have more options. Your next step should be to weigh the importance of various factors. Here is a list of 10 factors in no particular order. Number 1, independence. To what degree would location impact your independence? Independence can be defined as being able to take care of oneself without outside intervention. As we age, both internal and external forces erode our independence. Physical and mental health challenges are examples of internal causes that can make us more dependent on others. Also, an external hurdle like financial pressure can force one to be less independent. Will living in your current home with modifications for physical ailments be the best choice? Conversely, would moving to a warmer climate now lower the risk of health and safety issues in the future? Another thing to consider in a place to live are the supports for independent lifestyles. For example, how easy is it to buy groceries or to have your car serviced? These are just a few of the things that could affect your long-term independence. Number 2, medical care. You may be healthy now, but what if you need medical care in the future? Is your current home near medical facilities? If not, perhaps a move closer to such a care could be a factor in your thinking. The opposite is true. If your doctor is now close by, but your dream retirement home is far away from the nearest hospital, moving could add a health risk. Community size, number 3. How do you feel about the size of your current location? For example, you may live in a city now, but may be contemplating a quieter lifestyle in the suburbs or even further away. Before committing to a move, try visiting an area for an extended period. For instance, you could rent an Airbnb from 2 to 4 weeks. The experience may confirm your choice. On the other hand, it could be the needed reality check that will help you avoid a big mistake. Number 4, age diversity. Age-restricted communities dedicated to 55 plus started in the mid-1950s. Since then, Such communities have become commonplace in the U.S. While the concept of living with similarly aged people is attractive to many, others prefer to live with a wider variety of age groups. It makes sense to thoroughly research both 55 plus and non-age restricted lifestyles to choose the best option for you. Number 5, living costs. As noted in the first video, your feelings about the cost of living may evolve as you age. Motivation to move to a smaller home or state may lower costs over time. The desire to live next to family is number 6. This desire can be either a reason for or against moving. You may decide to stay put if your loved ones already live nearby. On the other hand, many older adults move specifically to be closer to their adult children and grandchildren. Still others don't feel family ties should prevent them from experiencing life in a new location, are satisfied with occasional visits with loved ones. Number 7, political or social climate. Moving to a new location, especially out of state, might place you within a political and social environment different from your hometown. For some, this is no big deal because all the other advantages of their new home. For others, the anticipated feelings of stress in such a different setting cause them to eliminate that location from among their options. Number 8, proximity to areas of interest. Areas of interest could include type of terrain, like ocean versus mountains, cultural attractions like museums or orchestras, quality and quantity of restaurants, recreational activities like biking, boating, etc., or sporting events. These and many other things could make an attractive move to destination. Number 9, social interaction opportunities. Some of us thrive on making people-to-people connections, while others feel comfortable with more solitary pursuits. If having opportunities to interact socially and make new friends is a priority, ask people who already live in an area about that aspect of life in their community. Feeling lonely in a new location is not unusual. So if meeting people is important to you, make sure you know how that process works in each of your new home options. Finally, number 10, weather. Moving to a better weather geography for many is a major reason for relocation later in life. However, our preconceived notions about always blissful weather in a different part of the country may not be 100% realistic, especially in the era of climate change. For example, Florida is known for sunny skies and warm temps, yet during the hurricane season, Floridians know their weather can be downright dangerous. Sunny California seems like a great place to live, but high heat, water restrictions, and wildfires are a fact of life in the Golden State. There are many options to consider when thinking about moving or staying put. Carefully assessing all the different angles will increase the possibility that your final decision is a good fit for you. I hope this video about finding your new home after 50 has been helpful. In the rest of this video series, we'll cover more things to think about as you consider your next new adventure in life.